In our last episode, we spent a couple of fairly easy days at sea working our way north to Acapulco. This time around, after catching up on some sleep, we decide to take advantage of some good weather and make another push north, without even setting foot on dry land in Acapulco.
See you up there!
And making that push north, there of course was Jason and Jen, who decided to pull out of the anchorage before we even started making coffee. So, they got a pretty good jump on us. And in a rare move for us, we anchored in a new spot and never even went to shore. Not one taco went down my gullet. So, this little gem of a spot, it was gonna have to wait till next time. Because farther north, we were trying to catch up with an old friend. Just like that, Acapulco was behind us. And of course, that means Brenda had to jump right into fishing. But first things first, she had to make up some new lures to hopefully catch us something good.
Yep. Did you eat that?
I eat it. I do.
It's got 4 eyes too. We love making lures with 4 eyes.
Once those fishing lines were out, all of a sudden, a nice gentle breeze started to fill in.
All right, we're sailing. We left Acapulco about an hour or so ago. Breeze just filled in, lightly. Only got about 6-7 knots of breeze, but we're doing about 5 knots, thanks to our stripe. And Jason and Jen, they're about 8 miles ahead of us. They left early, they're cheating, but we're gaining on them. But all is well, it's pretty calm out. Seas are flat. Brenda's fishing, the shade is shading. And we've got about 24 hours to go. Then I'll be in Zihuatanejo, where we're gonna hang out for a little bit.
Along with some pretty great sailing, Brenda's new lures, they kept her hands pretty full.
What's going on there?
Got a fish. Oh, he's running away.
Oh, he's a feisty one.
A feisty fish. It's a tough guy. What is that? Oh no, it's ripping me
The last few days, all it seems like we're catching is skipjack. I think Brenda's doing something wrong, but that's all we're catching. And I know there's people out there that like those kind of fish. We don't, so they get thrown back. They're a pretty dark, oily meat. For us, we don't want to kill it if we're not going to eat it. Well, we don't want to kill it if we're not going to eat it and enjoy it. So, back to the sea they go. Brenda needs to do a better job of catching us something good.
Whatever.
Oh my goodness. All she does is screw around with her shades back there.
I need shade.
All right, we've been out for a handful of hours now, and we've made up about 3 miles on Jason and Jen, which is pretty good. Still gunning for them. But since I'm sitting around doing nothing at the moment, I'm going to try to answer a couple of questions I get all the time. That's how we do our watch schedules when we're offshore, and what we do while we're out offshore. So if we've done our preparations right and picked the right weather window, pretty much once we leave port, we set the sails, we hit the autopilot button, and the boat kind of takes care of itself. There's wind shifts, there's traffic, there's things you got to watch for, but pretty much the boat takes care of itself, and we just hang out and watch for stuff. During the day, Brenda pretty much just looks for shade and fishes. That's her routine. And me, I pretty much look for shade and just watch the world go by. I know a lot of cruisers read and watch movies. I can never seem to do that. For me, just watching the ocean, it's kind of like sitting around a campfire. It's non-stop entertainment. So during the day, there pretty much is no schedule. We're loose. Somebody's always on, but it's loose. Whoever feels like it, they can be on watch. The other person can chill out, relax, take a nap. But at night, that's when we get a little more structured. And when I say structured, it's very little. We shoot for 3 hours minimum. If I'm feeling good, not tired, don't feel like I can sleep, I'll stay up as long as I can and give Brenda as much time as she can sleep, and vice versa. There's times where she's stayed up pretty much all night and I've slept all night. We just work however we feel comfortable that day, but we shoot for 3 hours minimum. So no matter what, if I'm exhausted and don't feel like I can do a long shift, I still shoot for 3 hours. Just to give her time to rest, and she does the same. But really, most nights we tend to give each other 4 or 5 hours of sleep at a time, and that's just what works for us. So that's it. That's all we're going to talk about right now. I've got to get back out and sail because we gotta catch Jason and Jen. I don't like being in second place. See you later.
But no matter how hard I tried, even with our racing stripe, I couldn't quite catch them before the sun went down.
The sun's almost ready to go down, but I have to admit, I was really hoping to catch Jason and Jen by sunset. They've been killing it up there for a full-keeled boat. They're sailing the pants off it. Nice job, team, but we've got about 16 hours to go to get to Zihuatanejo. And then we'll be there for hopefully a little while, take a break from passage making, chill out a little, have some fun. But today's been pretty great. Some of the best sailing for a while. It's been pretty flat, calm seas, which is nice. A good steady breeze. Can't beat it.
Oh, we got something. We got something, a fish. I just saw the fish come from under our boat. And now we got some. Skipjack.
Yep, another skipjack. So, back to the ocean it went. Next morning, after a pretty easy 24 hours at sea, and just after the sun came up, we made it to Zihuatanejo.
All right, good news. We've made it to Zihuatanejo, and it was a pretty good trip getting here. And actually, we got here yesterday, and even though it was a pretty easy trip, we still need a day to recoup and catch up on some sleep. But I'm kind of excited to be here. In general, this lifestyle, there's three things that I like the most about this lifestyle. One, and I've said this a million times, it's the people we meet along the way. Hands down, that's the best part. But the second and third, they're kind of a toss-up. And for me, it's getting someplace new. That's always pretty exciting. We love that. And kind of what goes in hand with that is eating the food. For me, eating the food is reason enough to travel. Hop on a plane, go anywhere in the world and eat. It's great. So, and I guess with all of that, you know, we've been here before. We came here last year. It was one of our favorite stops, but we've been here. So that getting to someplace new, that excitement is gone. We've already been here. But there's a different kind of excitement. This time, it's coming back to someplace familiar. And one of our old friends is coming in. If you've watched these videos for a while, there's a guy named Wolf. He's gonna be down here too. He should be actually sailing in tomorrow morning. That's pretty great. But one of the things that I'm really excited about being here for is the food. It's got some of the best food we had in all of Mexico. And actually, some of the best tacos ever are right here in this town. Ever! Gonna go have them.
But to our surprise, later that morning, in came Wolf.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Look, it's Wolf.
Racing stripe.
Yeah, you need a racing stripe for sure.
Maybe that's why it took you so long to get here.
You know, I've been motoring the last 6 hours or whatever.
Glad you made it.
Hey, Wolf.
Can't get rid of them, huh?
Can't shake you.
Yeah. Cool.
Come on up.
Who talks about sleeping? I don't need to sleep.
Sleeps for sissies.
I've been sleeping all night.
And with Wolf back in town, and again part of our team, we of course have to go celebrate. But Brenda's first pick, it didn't quite work out so well.
Sure, I got tears.
What's going on there, Brenda?
It's not open yet. I don't know when they open. I just want to craft beer. This Corona is killing me. Just one craft beer.
But luckily for Brenda, not too far down the road, we found another place that sells a decent beer.
Welcome to town, Wolf. Oh, Wolf, you're lagging.
Oh, man. What do you do?
Take two.
I have to go.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Cheers.
Welcome to town, Wolf.
Thank you.
And that's about it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time as we explore our way around Zihuatanejo.